got no shame on your face, Earl? What's wrong, sir? 30 years working for me, and you had the nerve to steal from me?
Richard had just gotten back from his trip and gone straight to the shop, yelling, slamming his hand on the hood of the old truck. Earl couldn't understand any of it. He had done exactly what the man had asked, and now he was being called a thief in front of every single employee. 3 weeks earlier, Earl had walked into the office holding the truck keys in his calloused hand and said he couldn't take it anymore. 30 years on the road, sleeping in truck stops, missing his son's birthdays, missing Christmas with his family, and his back wasn't holding up anymore. Richard listened in silence, promised a fair severance, but asked for one last favor as a friend. The boss had pulled the company's first blue Peterbilt out of a junkyard, the same one Earl had driven in his first years behind the wheel. He wanted the old girl back, restored by the only man who knew every bolt of it. He handed Earl a black card with no limit and said, everything original, new engine, leather interior, flawless paint. After that, you're free. Richard flew out of the country the next morning. Earl took on the job alone in the shop, taking the truck apart piece by piece with the care of a man, saying goodbye to a whole life. That's when Mark, the fleet manager, walked in the door with a crooked smile on his face. Said the boss was gone, nobody was watching. The scheme was simple. Buy cheap generic parts, slap some paint on them so they looked new. Swipe the boss's card at the full price of the original ones and pocket the difference. He'd already done the math in his head, $80,000 for each of them. Said Earl deserved it, that with that kind of money he could buy his piece of land and finally rest for good. Earl wiped his hands on an old rag, looked Mark dead in the eyes, and told him his hands had been dirty with grease for 30 years, but they had never gotten dirty with stealing. That he was going to build that Peterbilt with real parts, even if the boss never once looked under the hood. Mark walked out stomping his foot, swearing that stubborn old men die poor with their hands on a steering wheel. Earl stayed alone in the shop, with no idea that the manager already had a plan set up against him. 3 weeks later, the boss came back from his trip, ordered the hood of the Peterbilt opened in front of everyone, and the whole shop saw old rusted parts, pure scrap, sitting inside the restored truck. Earl just stood there with the boss's finger pointed in his face, being called a thief in front of the whole shop. The same company he had helped build from the ground up over the last 30 years.
If you want to know who did this to me, comment part 2.